Are you currently taking an omega-3 fatty acid supplement or perhaps even a prescription prescribed by your doctor for omega-3s? If so, you need to watch this video until the bitter end because I'm going to give you a new way to think about the omega-3 supplement industry, the argument, and what you need to take away from this video so you can understand what's actually going on in your body. And should you waste money on an omega-3 supplement, or should you get omega-3s from your diet? Or is there even yet something else you should do? Very important questions, vital for your optimal health. Stick with me in this video and I'll explain what I'm talking about. I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician with 20 years of clinical experience. And in this video, we're going to talk about whether you need to keep taking that omega-3 supplement or not. Now, on paper, it looks like taking an omega-3 supplement should just move mountains for your health. But when we actually do controlled research with omega-3 fatty acid supplements, either prescription strength or just supplemental strength, every single time the research is disappointing. It doesn't really do what we think it should do. And I think that there's several reasons for this, and the most important reason I'm going to explain at the end. First of all, very often the omega-3 supplements that come in a gel cap, the oil in those caps is either rancid or oxidized or is actually packaged with omega-6 fatty acids. And I think that's part of the problem is very often, yeah, they do have omega-3s, but they also have other things in there. It's being pretty firmly established through already published research and ongoing research that omega-6 fatty acids are inflammatory in nature inside the human body. They're very prone to oxidation, and they're also very prone to elevating your levels of inflammatory markers like your C-reactive protein. They also are, it's very easy for omega-6 fatty acids, since some of their bonds are not saturated, for them to convert into trans fatty acids. And you've heard about trans fatty acids and how unhealthy they are. And they've actually been banned from the food supply in almost every modern country in the world. Well, omega-6 fatty acids, it's very easy for them with a little heat applied to convert into trans fatty acids. So now let's put all this together. Absolutely, omega-3 fatty acids are good for you. There are essential omega-3 fatty acids that you have to not get sick and die. And it looks like eating or taking more and more and more omega-3 fatty acids is definitely not dangerous. And in theory, it should translate into better health for you, but in the research, it just doesn't. So what if we looked at the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio? And I think that's where the money is for your health and for an improvement in the health of everyone on the planet. So if you're eating just a standard American junk diet, it's going to be full of omega-6 fatty acids. And I'm going to tell you which oils contain the omega-6 and the omega-3 towards the end of this video. If you're eating that diet, that you're getting 20, 30 grams of omega-6 fatty acids in your diet every day, and then you take an omega-3 supplement, you're only moving the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio a little bit by taking that supplement. So you're not removing the slow poison of the omega-6 fatty acids. But you're adding some good omega-3 fatty acids. But that doesn't really move the needle for health outcomes. And that's what you're really interested in. Is what's going to help me lose weight, get less inflamed, have a lower risk of heart attack or stroke. So I would opine to you that you need to focus on reducing the omega-6 fatty acids in your diet, not so much focused on taking an omega-3 supplement. Okay, now you definitely need to eat lots of foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids. And I'm going to tell you what those are. And I actually have another video on this channel that I'll put a link in the show notes, and also it'll pop up at the end of this video of the list of foods that are very rich in omega-3 fatty acids. So how are you going to, where's the most bang for your buck? How are you going to drastically reduce the amount of omega-6 fatty acids that you're getting in your diet, and therefore change this omega-6 to omega-3 ratio? It looks like from research we're able to do in archaeology and paleoanthropology that the ideal omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratio is somewhere between 1 to 1 or 4 to 1, with omega-6 to omega-3 being 4 to 1. So the average person eating a modern diet, the standard American diet, the westernized diet, they're eating a ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 of 20 to 1 or even 30 to 1. So they're eating 30 times more omega-6 fatty acids than they are omega-3 fatty acids. And it looks like from published and developing research that this inequality, this imbalance between omega-6 fatty acids and omega-3 fatty acids is one of the big drivers of chronic disease and chronic inappropriate inflammation in these populations. So now here's what you can do starting today to lower your omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratio. There are a list of vegetable oils, okay, or vegetable seed oils that are very, very high, have a high percentage of linoleic acid. And that's really kind of the poster child of all the omega-6 fatty acids. And I'm going to put a graphic up on the side of the screen here that shows you the oils that are richest in omega-6 fatty acid, linoleic acid. So the worst of all is safflower oil, then grapeseed, sunflower, corn oil, cottonseed oil, soybean oil, walnut oil, peanut oil, and canola oil. Now, the ones that are the most commonly eaten, the most commonly added to junk food or natural healthy food are the ones with the red star beside them. And so if you can just make it your mission in life to decrease your consumption of the oils on this list, starting with the worst and moving to the less bad, because every oil on this list is bad. And you're going to convert and you're going to stop cooking in these oils. And you're going to start cooking in the oils I'm about to tell you about. But also, every time you buy a food product that has an ingredient list, you're going to look for these oils. Okay? And if you see any of these oils on this list, you're going to put that food product back and you're going to opt for a food that has real human-friendly, proper human diet oils. And here's that list. Now, you can see the percentage of linoleic acid in these is drastically less than the oils in the previous graphic. And if you want to copy these numbers down, you can go back and rewatch this part and copy these numbers down. So butter has 2% linoleic acid. Beef tallow has 3%. Coconut oil, 2%. Palm oil, 10%. Olive oil, 10%, and lard or bacon grease, 10%. Now, keep in mind that the olive oil on here, this is assuming that you're getting pure olive oil and not olive oil that has been bastardized by adding safflower or soybean oil, which is a very, very common practice. It's very hard to get pure olive oil. And even from a reputable company, that may have been diluted with a bad oil somewhere along the way. So you want to focus on cooking with these oils. And then when you buy a food product at the store, you want to make sure it's made with these oils and not the oils on the previous graphic. With this strategy, you're going to drastically decrease your personal consumption of linoleic acid and the other omega-6 fatty acids, and you're going to naturally decrease your omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. And then when you add in the omega-3 rich foods I talk about in the other video, then you're going to have a beautiful omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratio, hopefully less than 4 to 1. And when you get there, that's the sweet spot that's going to help get rid of chronic inappropriate inflammation in your arteries. Inflammation that could be causing skin problems, gut problems, mental health problems, and definitely causing oxidation and inflammation in the linings of your arteries, which leads to heart attack, stroke, impotence, liver failure, kidney failure, and hundreds of other chronic medical problems. When you combine this strategy with a low carbohydrate intake diet strategy, in my opinion, that is the proper human diet, and that is where you're going to notice your optimum health. So many people unknowingly consume 10, 20, 30, 40 grams a day of the crappy vegetable oils that I listed on that first graphic, and they have no idea. They, first of all, don't know these oils are as harmful, as inflammatory, as dangerous as they are. They also don't know what foods contain omega-3 fatty acids. And so they're just eating whatever Kellogg's and Kraft and Mondelez and Pepsi and Coke tell them to eat. They don't know any better. The only way they're ever going to know better is if they see your results or they hear my voice. So please share this video with someone who's just eating a crap diet and doesn't know any better. You could literally save their life by doing that. If you have any questions about this video or any other health and nutrition topic, then please join my wife, Nisha Loves It, and I. We do a YouTube, Facebook Live every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Join us there and ask your questions. This is Dr. Barry. I'll see you next time.